Next one.
Cheaters.
PED use in MMA and elsewhere. And then plan of action defense for home. This person just threw a bunch of questions in there.
His work on Range 15.
And, and we definitely got to talk about Range 15.
I'm naked in it.
That's
So originally I was
scared.
supposed to be wearing a loincloth, but I had been sweating so much that when I tore my pants off, so went the loincloth. It was like actual real skin of an animal. And it was like furry. And skin, when you get it wet, hunters know this, it deteriorates.
Yeah.
And as did my loincloth. So when I tore my pants off to fight zombie Randy Couture, I'm not giving anything away because we really do fight. And so went my loincloth.
So tell people about the movie
Naked.
Range 15 and Tim Kennedy Naked.
It is going to challenge everybody's perspective as to what a veteran is. Right. I think this, I don't know what it is, where people look at veterans and they're like, they're damaged goods, PTSD or actual physical impairment or just the mentality of they've gone through training that I haven't, so that person's now a freak. Not even to mention the climate that I think is encouraged from the government to treat us differently. This movie is not very gingerly going to cover those topics. It will absolutely offend what I think to be about 70% of this country.
From what you told me about the movie today, I'm going to go ahead and up that number to 90%. And I'll tell you what when you were telling me about the movie today. So who made it? What's his name? The primary.
So Matt Best and
Matt Best.
Nick Palmisano. Matt Best owns a company called Article 15. Ranger Up is our company. So that's why it's called Range 15, Article 15 and Ranger
Got
Up. Pretty clever name.
Very, very creative.
Army.
Very impressed.
That's Army. Sorry. Listen, you fellow sophisticated cosmopolitan. We all were officers in the military. Matt and Nick were the masterminds behind that. Matt is our main character. He's our hero numero uno.
Right.
And he's a good-looking man.
I've seen a couple of things that he's done. He's obviously a funny guy. And they put together this movie. They did it through Indiegogo, which is some sort of a crowdfunding deal where you get money from people.
Yep.
And it's the public. The public just gives money. And you raised how much money?
A few million.
A few $1 million to make this movie.
And then we had like people we had sponsors. People that are in the community that like believed in the product, like
Right.
Gerber Knives, who I'm sponsored by, weapons manufacturers. We had like people that make hazmat suits, a coffee maker.
Awesome.
And they're like, we just want this movie to be made. And then people in Hollywood wanted, when they saw that we were like breaking the mold, because Hollywood is stuck.
Yeah,
It's a cesspool of inhumanity and selfishness and greed. That's what that industry is. It's damn near evil. When everybody that has been suffering by the organization of what Hollywood is, saw that's a bunch of veterans that didn't give anything, and we're like, we're gonna make a movie, and it's gonna be the most offensive movie, and everybody in this whole city, Hollywood, is gonna hate it. They started helping us. They're like, wait, it takes a few $100,000 to rent a Red camera. We'll give you $3 for you to use the whole time. We had guys that were like $2,000 a day type directors of photography that would just step up and be like, I'm just going to volunteer my time for 3 weeks.
Awesome.
You're like, so we can't pay you the $50,000 for a week that you normally make or for the shot. And they're like, it's cool.
Yeah. So there is something, when you were telling me about the movie today, this is what I think about what you told me. There is something about special operations community that is very secret. It is something that has never been revealed to the public.
Reveal it?
It is something that is, I would say it's even beyond top secret. This is highly classified information in the special operations
We
community.
might have to kill you, Echo Charlie.
And what it is, and it's something that I seriously have never seen come out. The public, you guys talk about missions they've done, but no one has ever talked about this fact. And that is that the special operations community has an insane sense of humor. Insane. And the reason it doesn't get released is because it's, in my belief, it has not previously been in any way remotely acceptable by the normal people, by the populace. And what you told me, some of the scenes you told me about today, they are going to shock. They are going to shock. And everybody from Spec Ops and most guys in the military are going to look at them and they're going to laugh and they're going to think it's funny. They're going to be laughing so hard. And it's just going to seem normal to us. It's going to seem normal to me. I'll be like, oh, yeah, classic. Of course you're doing that. But I think, like you said, I mean, Hollywood is going to be beside themselves.
They are.
They are going to be completely beside themselves. This may start a revolution.
I hope so.
This may start a revolution, and this may start a revolution with what you told me about it today. And I know that everybody that's listening to this podcast is going to go see this thing immediately, and I think it's going to be phenomenal. So I'm looking forward to it. When it comes out, the movie is called Range 15, and it's going to be in general release. It's going to be in theaters.
Yeah, June 15th. So the premiere is at the Military GI Film Festival Memorial Day weekend, and that's going to be in Washington, D.C. And then 2 weeks later is the wide release. Right now we're in 800 or 900 theaters.
Awesome.
And that's just going to keep growing.
That's awesome.